Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to another round of the Digimon Content Creator Championship, and I'm back again with true champion Steven himself. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Mario. I am ready to go and watch these round two games. We're playing Pauper Format, and it is a crazy format, y'all.
Absolutely. We got blessed with a green mirror match this time. However, I think this time we're seeing two different decks, so I'm
Hopefully.
kind of excited to see what these gentlemen brought to the table. Whoever wins this is playing you in the finals.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to finding it out right now. I'm really excited. And we're seeing, of course, Tyler playing red. He loves red. Will always jam it every chance he gets. Red was probably like, I think, once you eliminate Rookie Rush, of course, like the second best deck of the format because it just has like the highest quality of cards at low rarity. I mean, for Gaia Force, you can just legally play it, you know, so that's pretty fire. And of course, we're seeing Joe rocking purple, probably going to be on that Anubismon. That's really the only good purple uncommon because sadly Malamanusmon is a rare.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. From Jodobbi here, we could expect to see things like Anubismon. We could even see oh, what's that card's name? The purple has a 12,000 vanilla, just like
That's Boltmon. Yep, exactly. Yep.
That guy. We could see it. He's taking the first damage with the Tapirmon. That's great. You know, this red big stack could theoretically do some massive damage.
I mean, it's already swinging for +1, and it's a pretty big body as it is, where I'm pretty sure not a single ultimate can actually outclass the Lava Garati. So there's a very good chance that he just starts swinging here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there we see it.
Let's see what happens. Oh,
and it's Anubis first check. Oh, you hate to see it. But it's okay because a really cool thing about red is that a lot of its ultimates are 2-drop and below, uncommon or lower. But the bad thing is that it has no level 6s that are 2-drops to evolve because Phoenixmon or Hoomon is a rare. Fun fact.
Absolutely. So none of those cheap 2-cost evolutions. Anything he wants to evolve is going to cost the full 3. And he's evolving, choking at 1. This is going to be a very, very scary stack if it hits security right now.
A card we might see is Spinomon, which Spinomon is a 3-cost to evolve, but he has 13,000 DP naturally during Tyler's turn. It's an absolute house and really good with plus security type effects. And here we're seeing Tyler just jam as many as he can into his deck, which, hey, it's a strat. It works. Let's see what happens.
He's just going to do as much damage as possible. Oh, and
there it is. There it is.
Good call. Good call. Next turn, he's going to be swinging for a lot of damage if he can't commit a blocker right now. I would definitely recommend committing a blocker right now. That's going to check a lot of freaking cards. I don't think there's anything in his deck that can even survive. That's like even like combat that security check.
Nope, not it's like 15 right now. No, it's invincible for sure if it swings. And you can't play Trump Sword. You can't play Hell's Gate. You have like no removal as a purple player for something that big. So it's just going to be an absolute threat. But Phantomon is actually a pretty cool threat here too, being a 10,000 body by himself, which is actually pretty beefy. So here you see Joe's trying to get the damage in right now. It is plus security thanks to the Black Growlmon that he has underneath, which is pretty fire. So believe it or not, Joe also has lethal on the next turn. So this could still go either way. They're both just like punching each other back and forth. Very aggressive. Very different than what I thought this sort of format would be. I thought it'd be like much slower because there's no memory gain effects for like any deck. So you just be like choking each other back and forth and like trying to build board. But no, they're just like, nah, we'll just do big damage and we'll figure it out later.
big damage, OTK, no, it's absolutely insane. Like, look at this. One more check, he could wipe out all the freaking security. But he might have to knock out that level 5 he's got going right now just in order to survive, and that's exactly what he does, which is good. You know, red has so many. Oh, I like that. Mill 2.
That's for the Pagumon mill, yeah.
Very, very cool. And what do we see here? Blocker, good to have.
Monochromon, very solid card.
Gonna check that Tapirmon, and there's a rookie. Now we're in the opposite shoe, where Tyler here is attempting lethal next turn. So now something's gotta happen. He's gotta get a blocker or something. Big scary towers of cards, very different than the green mirror match, which is just single checks doing board control, little things here and there. This is scary.
Like honestly, besides yellow / Andromon, the best removal deck probably for this format would have been green. That was kind of like the conclusion that I came to, because sadly there's only 3 good uncommon cards at level 6. There's / Andromon, Spinomon, and believe it or not, Titamon. And those are like the 3 cards you gotta have to build decks around. Once you actually look at the actual roster of uncommon and common level 6s. And here we're seeing Salamon in Joe's deck. That's probably to turn on things like Wizardmon, which is actually a really cool card for being a removal source, which Purple is definitely thirsty for in this format. He does have the blocker to protect from the Spino. Definitely has to go for it here. He doesn't want to take just 3 free damage. Or does he? I guess he does. Maybe he knows something I don't know about his deck.
Maybe, who knows?
That was Jokermon. Jokermon and 2 Phantomons.
I do enjoy this deck because I believe Anubismon can bring back the Salamon, right?
Yes.
So it's a theoretical keep healing. Maybe he just did that. Maybe took the damage so he could like crash and heal next turn. And this way he's still also presenting lethal because of the guy in the back. Oh, but now that's gone. Now he's got 2 blocks.
Yeah, I would have just like dodged 3 damage because there's no way Tyler with 4 memories is going to go in with one of his rookies, and he won't have enough because, like I said, there are no 2-drop evolutions in red that are uncommon or lower, so we can't turn that Monochromon into a mega and start swinging with it safely. So now we can just build board and guarantee game while not losing himself. So when you try to like think about it in terms of turns, like saving 3 damage now probably gives you an extra turn that you wouldn't have had otherwise. He will get this recovery here and still maintain the blocker, but he won't get any damage through. Is the sad part.
It's not the best use of a healer right now because he's attacking for security +1 anyway. You know, that's
+2. That's Spider-Man stinging him for 3 damage, bro. 3 damage, 15,000 DP. He's a Chongus. But during Joe's turn, he's just 10,000, so he's actually a weenie and can be swung over really well. So keep that in mind too when you're fighting against this deck. If you do want to play Pauper format, is that Spino is a weenie during your turn.
Big weenie. You know, this is still lethal. Like this is still
this
is still it. Unless there's some secret spice that I'm not thinking of in the security right now.
No, all the good removals, man, they're all rare. Trump Sword, Hell's Gate, you name it. It's all rares in purple. Yeah. It's really sad. I think you always are like known for in purple is they have all this different kind of removal. It's so annoying. No, not in limited formats. They don't.
None of that at all. He's probably just gonna attack with another one of his little dudes. Might as well. And then
he has to save the blockers for last because they'll lose in memory if he attacks with them before.
Yep, that's fair. There's another Anubismon.
Dude, all of his Anubises
feels bad. There we go. It comes in. If he has something like Deathclaw. That would do it right now.
Deathclaw would work. Yeah, Deathclaw could kill one of the what's it called? Level 4s.
Yep. So if he has Deathclaw, that's it. If not, we're going to game 2.
Nailbone would be sick too because it can bring back a level 4.
Delicate plan.
You go. There you go. Was Tyler afraid of security control, or am I missing something?
I think he was afraid of random stuff. You know, most colors have stuff in the common uncommon slot. Activate his options of security. You know, you got that Gaia Force and Hammer Spark, friggin' Electroshocker, Hornbuster.
Yes, that card's broken. Best card in the game. But the problem with security control, and the reason why it doesn't actually work in Pauper, is there's not a single tamer that is rare or lower. Sorry, that's lower than rare, I should say. And so you can't actually turn on every single option card during your turn. So you just end up drawing a bunch of dead cards throughout a game and can't proactively do anything. And that's where the problem arises. Plus, a lot of the good recovery cards are SR or promos. So you just don't have a way to like grind it out and last the amount of turns you need to actually see value out of your security. And that's why I never even like looked at the idea for going for it. But it is definitely an option. I think once we get some more cards down the line, hopefully Bandai goes, you know what, Tamers should be at common or uncommon because they're just a cool mechanic. But for now, we don't have them in Pauper. So someday, who knows?
One day.
But I do really like both of these decks. Actually, they're taking an aggressive route with Pauper, which I didn't think would be possible if you ban Rookie Rush. So definitely cool to see. And we haven't seen any Gaia Force out of Tyler, but I'm 99% sure he's playing 4 of them because you can, and you may as well. It's the best removal card in the game anyway.
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason not to. Freaking Gaia Force, whatever, just play 4. Play 4. Even freaking Transcendence Sword, 11,000. You know, that kills almost everything that's not a 12k. You know,
and there's only like a handful of 12ks, and there's no level 7s, so you know it's probably going to kill something.
Yep. It looks like Jodobbi here bricked hard playing Digimon.
That is not good to see. You know, 6 memory in any format, even limited ones, is not fun.
No, he can climb all the way to a big tower right now if he wanted to. There we go. And he can friggin' evolve to level 6 right now, choke at 1.
Yep. And it would probably be Spinomon because I think he's only playing like that and maybe like one other. Oh my God, is that Break Dramon?
That is, yeah. Yep.
That's for those that don't know what Breakdramon does, he has piercing.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. He has piercing. I think he's 11,000 DP or 12,000 maybe.
He's an
But against the
11 range.
retaliation deck, it's not really so great. So you probably won't see him attacking any Digimon with it. But he is currently what 14 +1 security that beats over Joe's entire deck. So
Yeah, whatever.
it will be doing some damage.
Yep, he's is he keeping it? Oh no, he's bringing it up. I was like,
Yeah, he's like, what else am I gonna do this turn besides dealing 3 damage? And he's not even gonna attack with it here because he doesn't want it to get retaliated back on the next turn. That is patience. I would not have done that. I would have just, if I had the blocker in hand, I would have hard played the BU and then evolved it that turn. I would have just like been super greedy with it.
yep. Okay, so he's doing some evolving. He's doing some drawing. Good. Tyler's just building his lethal board. I think he's just going for literally one turn of attacks, one turn of damage, and he's set up to do that right now. He's got 2 checks on the break. Oh, okay, there we go. That's a good one to attack with. If it dies,
Yeah, get the free memory. Yep. Yeah, and here you go. That's one of the few good memory gain effects that exist in this format. The other one is called Hammer Spark, and that's about it.
That's literally about it. Yep. Nice that Red got one. For Red.
Well, they also have Gravity Crush, and Gravity Crush was a meme that I thought about building in this format as well. But it's just a bad card because you don't want to be giving your opponent 2+ memory when you can't just kill them on the turn you use it, and it's kind of hard to set up OTKs with it in Red unless you're like 5 turns in. So it's like whatever.
Right.
But it is an option.
We do see the Groundramon, probably like the best level 5 in this format, of just hard drop, friggin' 5 like that.
All of them, yeah.
Why not? And most importantly, he's threatening lethal once again. So he needs a blocker or a blocker. That's what he needs right now.
Yeah, because Deathclaw won't kill any of those dudes because it can only kill level 4 or below when it's activated from hand, I believe. And there we see the hard play blocker, so that is a blocker. And you can't attack with the Phantomon here because it would just get pierced over. And same goes for the blocker of Devimon. It just gets pierced over anyway, so there's really no point in blocking Breakdramon at all. It's pretty funny that a card that is famously never used ever in Constructed is dominating right now.
Well, that was just so powerful. Another one. We have two Piercy boys.
That's just styling. That's what that is. Let's be honest. It's not needed at all.
He's just doing it. I love it. That's great. So yeah, he has to take it here. It survives because it's 11. Yep, it's 11.
It's 11, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And then he might as well attack with that one at this point.
This one's gonna be 13 +1 thanks to Volcanomon. But then he loses his Gyumon, right? And let's say he has Dark Tyranno in hand, he won't get to keep the body. So maybe he's debating just not even swinging here. There's really no point. Yeah. Good restraint again. Even if you have plus security is one of those risky ones where it's like, I can just deal damage right now, right? But then you run the risk of seeing cards like Deathclaw or Back for Revenge.
That's the one.
Nice, because he can do the retaliation and bring it back. It may not be Trump Sword, but it's pretty good.
That was pretty stylish, that's for sure. That's how kind of turned the Devimon into a removal spell, just second use. That is kind of cool, I gotta say.
Imagine if Joe just had it in his deck this game, right? Because then Tyler couldn't be doing this bullcrap of just like, I'm just gonna leave my Breakdramon here for no reason, right? Like he'd be insta punished by a Trump Sword play.
Insta punished. Here we have multiple blockers on the field. Positioning lethal on the purple side here, so. It's just these decks are just positioning lethal like every turn against each other.
Right.
Like it's super scary, and they're both hitting for big damage. And now he has to attack, and he has to take it. He has to take that damage, which is.
I guess the argument here is does Joe block if he attacks the Phanto? The answer is no, because then he won't have enough blockers to stop the BU and the Gyu. So maybe Tyler's trying to bait him here into thinking he has to preserve this Phanto when he does not.
Maybe.
Why is he? Oh my God, does Joe not know that thing has piercing? Please tell me Joe knows that thing has piercing. Because he hasn't used piercing yet this entire game. Maybe Joe just thinks it's like a useless card, but if he blocks this right now, okay, good. Cookie, he didn't fall for the bait. I was worried there for a second.
We'll take his damage now. There we go. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing's killing that Breakdramon anyway.
For sure. He's gonna attack just to get the memory.
Yeah, 2 memory goes a long way. It can definitely let him. It can let him play an extra body. It can let him choke at once. That way, Joe can only attack with one of the blockers instead of both of them. Big deal.
Yeah, he could just attack into something. Even attack over it. He can evolve into a blocker himself. He can just There's Gaia Force.
Gaia Force will also stop lethal as well. We finally see one coming down because normally you don't want to just give your opponent 6 memory while they have other things in play, but right here it just keeps him at that low body count. But Anubismon's a card in Joe's deck, which I think would give him lethal here if I'm not mistaken, right? Or does Tyler have 3 security?
He might have 3. It kind of looks like he has 3. But that's fine. You know, whatever. He could bring back Anubismon and do some damage too. But he also has to lose his blockers to do that, which he's fine with. He goes in the Jokermon.
Very interesting card.
Yep. No, we never see Jokermon. Never see
it's an interesting one. It's kind of like a nice way to recur some resources on deletion.
No, that's cool. Might help him in the Pauper format here. Maybe he'll attack. He'll do something. He gotta do something here. I don't know what his graveyard has for good Anubismon targets right now.
Just regular rookies, I'm pretty sure, because like they'll get rush no matter what, and that's kind of like all they're gonna do because you don't have access to things like Loosemon or whatever. Oh, and that just gets rid of the blocker, and that's GG no matter what because he has 3 blockers gone. Even Nailbone will only get him back 1 and not 2. There we do see the Anubismon, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Tyler does have 2 security left, so there's no way he had lethal this turn, even with the Anubis play.
Yeah, no, that's super unfortunate. That Gaia Force so good. Just extra salt on the wound there. Nice little Gaia Force from the Gaia Force Game Man himself. And that's it. That's a 2-0. That's a 2-0.
Super cool decks, super fun format. One that I think definitely, like, if I had like more time with, I would have like labbed a lot longer. I think because there's so many, like, I wouldn't say good things you can do, but there's neat things. Because while I do love Pauper, I also love the idea of like always being disappointed and challenged with my deck building. Literally every idea I had. Tyrannomon Rush, Malameotismon, like key cards were just missing because they were rarer below. So it really forces you to be like, okay, what win conditions do I even have access that then would demand responses from my opponent?
Right.
And here we saw a really good example of just like classic Digimon. I'm going to do a thing. If you don't stop me from doing the thing that I'm trying to do here, you're going to lose. And that's what Tyler was always saying. He's like, this guy's going to eventually attack you for a big amount of damage. And that big amount of damage will let me win the game. If you don't find a way to stop that, I'm just going to keep doing other stuff until you're dead. And then Joe's like, well, now I have to stop that and then also do something else to win. So really cool when you dig down to the nitty gritty of these card pools to see what's possible.
Yeah, Pauper, there's so much room, so much creativity. And with every new set, that Pauper pool just gets bigger, bigger, bigger. So it'll be exciting to see what happens. BT6 Pauper, BT7 Pauper, EXO1 Pauper, just, man, it's such a fun format. I can't wait to maybe try to play this myself in the future. But yeah, that'll be a wrap. Round 2 of the tournament's officially over. We have 1 match left. And that match is between Steven here and Tyler, the victor of this match. And that'll be sometime next week. So if you guys
looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. You guys better like the video and comment and subscribe. That way you know when this last video comes out, because this is it. This is it. It's gonna be a big one. I can't wait to see it. And
let us know. Are you Team Tyler or Team Steven? There's only one correct answer.
Leave it in the comments, chat. Leave it in the comments. Team Steven, Team Tyler. Let us know. And we'll see you guys next week for the final match of the tournament. Take care, everyone.
Peace.